you had an enjoyable weekend. I know I sure did. When I last left you, the Prophet Muhammad had just begun receiving messages from God. Before we move on, let's take a second to remember our big idea for the unit. Belief systems influence people, cultures, and governments. This podcast is specifically going to focus on the essential question, what are different ways belief systems grow and spread? Now, back to the lesson. The people of Arabia were not happy with Muhammad when he told them that, according to Islam, there was only one God. At the time, people were praying to many gods, all at a place known as the Kaaba in Mecca. Every year, thousands of people would undertake a Hajj, or pilgrimage, which means a sacred journey, to the Kaaba located in Mecca. Merchants would profit from all these pilgrims, so they too were upset that Muhammad's religion of Islam would prevent them from making money on those who journeyed to Mecca. As Muhammad gained followers in Mecca, Islam began to grow. Soon, Muslims were being treated harshly by the people in Mecca, so much so that Muhammad and the Muslims decided to move to Medina in a journey known as the Hijra. In the year 622, Muhammad and his followers arrived in Medina. From this point forward, Islam began to grow very rapidly. Muhammad's house in Medina became the very first mosque, which is a building for Muslim prayer. As Islam continued to spread throughout Arabia, conflicts with Mecca increased until a decisive battle was fought in the year 630, in which the Muslims were victorious. Muhammad and the followers of Islam, or Muslims, moved back to Mecca. Muhammad died 2 years later in his home at Medina, but the Islamic religion would spread far and fast even after his death. In our last podcast, we learned that the Quran, or Holy Book of Islam, is made of Allah's words spoken through Muhammad. Another sacred Islamic text is the Sunnah. The Sunnah refers to the way Muhammad lived his life, which provides a model for the duties and the way of life expected of Muslims. In short, it guides Muslims' behavior. In addition to expected behavior, Muslims are also expected to practice the 5 pillars of Islam, which are 5 acts of worship required by all Muslims. As mentioned earlier, Muhammad's death did not slow the spread of Islam. Soon after his death, the first caliph, Abu Bakr, who was Muhammad's first follower, was chosen. A caliph is a title that Muslims use for the highest leader of Islam. There are many types of Muslims. The 2 largest sects of Muslims are the Shia and Sunni. Shia Muslims believe that only members of Muhammad's family could become caliphs. Sunni Muslims believe that as long as you were a faithful Muslim and a strong leader, you could become caliph. About 75% of the world's Muslim population is Sunni, and about 10% are Shia. Now, they have other differences, just like there are different divisions within Judaism and within Christianity, but Shia and Sunni are the 2 largest divisions. Now, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you in class.